Hey, good Friday morning, racing fans. Ellis Park Mike here with HorseRacingBarns.com. It's Belmont Stakes Eve. Hopefully the weather's going to be good there at Belmont today, and they have some good turf races. They have two really good stakes races at the end of the day. We didn't have such a good day yesterday. We did have the early pick four, but it was chalky. It was a small investment and got a small return, but hey, anything's better than throwing them on the ground. So we'll take whatever we can get. Today's first race is a $15,000 claimer, non-winners of two lifetime. Not one of my favorite races. I'm going to go with number 9, Purge Bird, as my top pick. Taking a drop from 20,000 down to 15 from Linda Rice. Ran second in the last two starts at that level. Probably going to be the favorite, and it should be tough. Second choice in here going to be number 7, Rutherford B, for John Kimmel. Broke his maiden last time against State Bred $20,000 claimers in the mud. Looks like this is the logical next step. I don't think you need to go any farther. 7 and 9 for me in race 1. Race number 2 is a maiden special weight for 2-year-olds. A very good maiden special weight for 2-year-olds, I might add. I can make a case for just about everything in here. The 3-horse has 2 races under his belt, and both of them were really good. One was at Keeneland, one was at Churchill, so obviously surface problem is not an issue. If he runs back to that here at Belmont, he should be very tough. He does like to quit a little bit. Also like number 1 for Todd Pletcher, Rose Junction. First time starter, been working good up at Saratoga. If Todd has his babies at Saratoga, then there must be the better babies. That's where he keeps the good ones. And then number 2, Craving Carrots for Dale Romans. This horse was a good 4th as the favorite, first time out at Churchill. Had a little bit of a bad start. He obviously is quick. They bet him like that. They must like him a lot. You can go any number of ways in here. I guess for me, 3, 1, 2. Race number 3 is another maiden special weight. This one's at 6 furlongs for 3-year-olds and up. Going to the outside here. Number 7, Wise Guy Charlie, Chad Brown. He took over the training on this horse this spring. His first race for Chad was a good 3rd at Parks. Gets Castellano as main man. Horse has done really nothing wrong in his 3 starts so far, and it seems like he's moved up since Chad's took over. Second choice in here is going to be number 2, Harrier Hill, Karen McLaughlin. This horse he got from over in England. It was a good 3rd on the poly track at Wolverhampton. He's been working up at Monmouth, working well. Was also working at Saratoga before that, working well. Getty Castro has kind of been McLaughlin's go-to guy here lately, so you got to use him. And the 3rd horse is going to be number 1, Amber Coast. Mark Hennig trains this. Mark's not real good with first-time starters, but this horse looks like he's working good. He puts up the Derby and Preakness winning jockey Mario Gutierrez, so giving him a start here. So for me, it's going to be 7, 2, and 1 in race number 3 at Belmont. Race number 4 is a State Bred maiden $20,000 claimers. Oh boy, these races are wide open as usual. My top pick is going to be number 9, Tramichi Bay, Jason Service. Was a well-beaten 7th at maiden special weights at Belmont on May 13th. Takes the drop here to 20. Looks like he's going to be hard to beat. And then the Prominent gets on for him. My second choice, number 3, Purple Pico, This is a long shot for Leo O'Brien. This horse has made $30,000 just knocking on the door. He was third and beaten only a length last time out at this level here at Belmont. So I think he merits a chance in here. 5 is Inquest, Carlos Martin. Carlos looking for his first win at the meet, which is a little odd for him because he's usually better than that. This horse was eased last time after stumbling at the start. Give him another chance. And also number 7, Second and One, good buddy George Weaver. This horse hasn't run since December of 2010, but he was competitive, very competitive, before he obviously got hurt. He's dropping him down here. He's never run for a tag before. I think you have to include him as well. So 9, 3, 5, 7 in the 4th. The 5th is our first turf race of the day. It's a maiden $25,000 claimer at 7 furlongs on the grass, hopefully. My top pick's going to be number 5, Fear Nothing. Angel Penna. This horse was entered at on the 16th of Belmont run, 16th of May at Belmont. Ran a good third on a race that was taken off the turf. Turf is where he belongs. This seems to be the right level. I look for him to run good in here. Second choice is going to be number 1, Shy Humor. We got Mark Hennig again with Mario Gutierrez again. This horse is coming out of a race where it was taken off the grass as well. The race before that on the grass was very good, beating only 2 lengths. So looks like turf is his niche. And lastly, Tiahupu is my third choice, and this is one for Ralph Nix, taking a drop from 75,000 down to 25,000. Been working at Saratoga. Julian Leperoux gets on. Use him as well. So for me, 5, 1, and 2 in the 5th. And it's if it's on grass. Race 6 is a mile and a 16th nominals of 2 other than allowance. Optional $50,000 claimers on the grass. My top pick in here, and I think the best bet of the day, is number 3, Julie's Love. This filly made her American debut at Keeneland in April and was extremely impressive, running down the whole field in a very good race. If she improves at all off that, she should be very tough in here. She was entered about a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, and I think it was over the weekend, and got scratched due to the race coming off the turf. Second choice, number 1, Weekend Fantasy for my buddy Jimmy Jerkins. He took over the training on this horse. It was off nearly a year. It was off over a year. And he ran a big second at this level here at Belmont. Obviously, he's going to be tough if he doesn't bounce off of that race, but Jimmy's pretty good about that, so I'll use him as my second choice. Third choice, number 8, JC's Queen. Here's a long shot pick in here with a good chance. Third the last time out at this level. For a trainer that doesn't get a lot of press. But a filly that looks like she's it's her third start of her form cycle, and she looks like she's coming into this race well. 3, 1, and 8 for me in race 6. Race number 7 is an A other than allowance at 7 furlongs on the turf for New York State breds. My top pick in here will be number 4, Shotgun Penny. Carlos Martin again. Tried the grass last time out, his first start of the year. Ran an even race. Should improve off that. The horse is really well bred for this distance and the turf. And this is a long shot, so I'm going to go with him on top. Second choice, number 5, Akira. My friend Francis Abbott. This horse has been off since September at Belmont last year. Been training well at Fair Hill. Has been competitive at Belmont in the past, so I look for him to run good off the shelf. And also number 10, strike a line through it for my friend David Dugan. Comeback race on the yielding turf last time was okay, going longer. He's shortening up in distance. Gets Julian Leperoux. I think you got to include him. For me, 4, 5, and 10. Race number 8 is a 6 furlong turf race for maidens, special weights, New York breds. My top pick's going to be Sunny and Pally for Nick Zito. The horse hasn't run since December, but his 3 races on the grass have all been good. Look for him to run a good race off the shelf here in a field that's not that tough. My other 2 picks, number 10, Solingo for James Bond. His comeback race on May 12th was a good 4th. Dominguez sticks with him. He showed speed and faded just a little. And number 11, Professor Chaos, who was 3rd in that same race. Kerry is the trainer's a good friend of mine. He bred this horse. Looks like you might have one that can compete. So for me, 3, 10, and 11. Race number 9 is the Grade 3 Jaipur at 7 furlongs on the turf. Always a good race. My top pick's going to be number 3, Boots Ahead, for my friend George Weaver. His comeback race was the Grade 3 Fort Marcy on the yielding turf, going a mile and 16th. He ran a good 4th behind some good horses. I think the shorten up to 7 furlongs is going to help him, and the race obviously under his belt is going to help him. He's my top pick. Second choice, number 5, Right One, who won this race last year. He's only had 1 start this year, and that was the Commonwealth, Grade 2 Commonwealth of Keeneland on Polly. He might be a little behind in his training from last year, so I think he's vulnerable, but he's a very good turf horse and a very good sprinter. And number 7, Bergerak's my 3rd pick. This is the one that ran 2nd in that race at Keeneland, the Commonwealth. Turf is probably more his thing. The distance, I'm not so sure about, but Chad knows what he's doing. So for me, 3, 5, 7 in the Jaipur. Race 10 is the 1.5 mile Grade 2 Brooklyn. And this starts a Brooklyn-Belmont double. So you want to play this race today and hook it up with whoever you like in the Belmont tomorrow. My top pick is going to be number 4, Ion Jacob. And this horse is taking a big step up. He's never tried graded stakes company. He's a 6-year-old, but he's well bred. He's certainly bred to get 1.5 miles. APND by the mare out of the Maracina. Todd Pletcher, horse won easy last time out. Looks like he's had this race in mind all along. Number 5, Bird Run's the second choice. He won this race last year, wire to wire. Obviously, he belongs. He was a good 2nd in his comeback race on May 3rd in the slop. He likes the track, we know that. He likes the distance, we know that. And my 3rd choice in here is number 10, Redeemed, who beat Bird Run last time in that race on May 3rd. Distance is a question for him, but Dutrow has him, and you never know. The horse has been running well. So for me, 4, 5, and 10 in the Brooklyn. Tomorrow's Belmont Stakes Day. Try to make a little money today so we can have some for tomorrow. Wish everyone good luck, and remember, any day at the track is a good day. This is Ellis Park Mike saying see you tomorrow.